Hello everyone, welcome to Tungal online classes. In this session, let us start a new chapter, continuity and differentiation, and it is continued part of limits and derivative. Already you learnt in first PUC. It is just a continued part. Few concept already you learnt in first PUC. I will revise limits. What is limit of the function? For example, f of x be any real valued function. What is limit of this function? Limit extending to a f of x is equal to some constant L. Means limit extending to a f of x equal to L. L here, L be any number. Then what is meaning of limit of the function? Limit of the function means approximate value of the function, not exact value. Meaning of this limit is equivalently we can write f of a value approximately equal to L, not exactly equal to L. Limit extending to a f of x equal to L means it is approximate value of the function at x equal to a. Meaning of the limit means approximate value of the function at a particular point. If I write limit extending to some function x plus 3, that's equal to 5. If I write limit extending to 2x plus 3, its meaning is approximate value of this function at x equal to 2 is 5. Means f of 2 is approximately 5, not exactly 5. Just remember, limit of the function means approximate value of the function. Already you know when limit is exist and when limit is not exist. For example, limit extending to a f of x. When this limit is said to be exist, already you learnt in first PUC, right? When this limit is said to be exist, this limit is said to be exist only when left hand limit and right hand limits are equal. Left hand limit notation at a is extending to a minus f of x, that's equal to limit extending to a plus f of x. This limit is known as left hand limit of the function at x equal to a, and this limit is known as right hand limit of the function at x equal to a. If these two limits are equal, then only this limit is said to be exist. Limit is said to be exist only when left hand limit LHL is equal to RHL. If left hand limit and right hand limits are equal, then we can say that limit is exist, otherwise limit does not exist, right? If left hand limit and right hand limits are left hand limit and right hand limits are equal, then we can say that limit is exist, otherwise limit does not exist. Then what is meaning of left hand limit? Left hand limit means value of the variable x approaching from left hand side. Just consider real number line. Here a is there. We can approach a from two sides, either from left hand side or from right hand side. We can approach this a from either left hand side or from right hand side. If you approach a from left hand side, then that limit is known as left hand limit. Suppose value of x approaching from right side of a, then it is right hand limit. If left hand limit equal to right hand limit, then only we can say that limit is exist. Otherwise, limit does not exist. If left hand limit and right hand limits are equal, then we can say that limit is exist. Suppose left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. If left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit, then we can say that limit does not exist. This concept already you learned. Some standard limits already you know. What are those standard limits? First one, limit extending to a x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is equal to, which is not 0 by 0, that is n into a power n minus 1. Limit extending to a x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is equal to n into a power n minus 1. Then one more limit, limit extending to a x power m minus a power m divided by x power n minus a power a power n, that's equal to m by n a power m minus n. Next, limit extending to 0, limit extending to 0 sin x divided by x. What is sin x by x? As limit extending to 0, sin x by x is 1, and similarly x by sin x is also 1. Means this result is true for its reciprocal. Its reciprocal result is also true. Means extending to 0, x divided by sin x value is also 1. Either sin x by x or x by sin x. Limit extending to 0, x by sin x is 1 and sin x by x is also 1. Similarly, limit extending to 0, tan x divided by x, that is 1. Tan x by x or x by tan x. Next limit, limit extending to 0, x divided by tan x is 1. Tan x by x or sin x by x value is 1. And already you know about inverse trigonometric functions, right? Similarly, limit extending to 0, sin inverse of x divided by x is also 1. Already you know about inverse trigonometric functions, right? Sin inverse of x by x is 1 and tan inverse of x by x is also 1. Limit extending to 0, tan inverse of x divided by x is 1. And similarly, x divided by sin inverse x and x divided by tan inverse x also 1. Next, standard limit. Limit extending to 0, e power x minus 1 divided by x, that is also 1. Next, limit extending to 0, a power x minus 1 divided by x equal to log a, and base is e only. Next, limit extending to 0, log of 1 plus x divided by x, that's equal to 1. Next, limit extending to 0, 1 plus x, 1 plus x whole thing power 1 by x is equal to e. Limit as extending to 0, 1 plus x whole thing power 1 by x is equal to e. Already you know about e. E is one of the standard constant like pi. These are standard limits, and similarly some more standard limits. Just remember these limits as formula. 1 minus cos mx divided by x square, limit extending to 0, 1 minus cos mx divided by x square is equal to m square divided by 2, this m be any real number, right? Limit extending to 0, 1 minus cos mx divided by x square is equal to m square by 2, and limit extending to 0, 1 minus cos mx divided by 1 minus cos nx is equal to m square by n square. For continuity and differentiation, these standard limits are very important. Just remember these results like formula only. These formulas are very important, just remember, right? Next, now come to actual concept, that is definition of continuity of the function. Already you know about limits, algebra of the limit and how to evaluate the limit. There are methods to evaluate the limits by factorization, rationalization, by using standard limits, all those things already you learnt in first PUC, right? Now, definition of continuity. What is the definition of continuity of the function? Means continuous. First I will explain graphically, after that algebraic definition, right? This is graph of sin x, right? This is graph of y equal to f of x, means it is graph of sin x. Is there any gap in between the curve? Is there any gap in between the curve? No. There is no gap in between the curve, or there is no hole, or there is no gap. There is no gap in between the curve means clearly this function is continuous. This is f of x equal to sin x. Graphically we can say that this function is continuous, right? This function is continuous function. This is sin x. There is no gap or a hole in between the curve. There is no gap in between the curve means clearly it is continuous. Graphically we can say that this function is continuous. Next, can you tell me f of x equal to cos x, whether it is continuous or discontinuous? Already you know graph of cos x. This is graph of cos x. Just look at graph of cos x. There is no gap in between the curve, right? There is no gap in between the curve. There is no gap in between the curve means it is continuous only. Is there any gap? No. If it is a gap or a hole, then it is discontinuous. There is no gap in between the curve, then we can say that it is continuous. Clearly this function is also continuous because there is no gap. Next, take one more function. I will take f of x equal to modulus of x. Already you know about mod x, right? This is graph of mod x, right? From the graph, can you tell me, is it continuous function? Yes, this function is continuous because there is no gap in between the curve. Is there any gap? No, there is no gap. There is no gap or a hole, then we can say that it is continuous function. Clearly modulus of x is continuous. I will draw one more graph in generally y equal to f of x, or take f of x equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3, and its domain is x not equal to 3, right? Domain of this function x not equal to 3. Just draw the graph of f of x equal to x square minus 9. When x equal to 3, then what happens? When x value exactly 3, then this function is not defined, means it gives infinity. At x equal to 3, it is not defined. At all other points, it gives a finite value only. This is graph of f of x equal to x square minus 9 divided by x minus 3. At x equal to 3, this function is not defined. Not defined means it gives infinite value. At 3 it is not defined. Means at 3 there is a gap, right? At 3 there is a gap means at x equal to 3 this function is discontinuous. At 3 this function is discontinuous because there is a hole or there is a gap. At x equal to 3 this function is discontinuous or not continuous because there is a hole or a gap. Is there any gap? If it is a gap, then it is discontinuous. There is no gap in between the curve, then continuous. Graphically, we conclude whether given function is continuous or discontinuous. Just look at this graph. Clearly, this graph is continuous at all the points other than 3. At 3 only there is a hole. There is a hole or a gap means it is discontinuous, right? It is graphical definition. If you draw graph of the function without lifting the pen from the paper, then it is continuous. If you draw graph of the function without lifting the pen from the paper, then it is continuous. And I will take one more example. F of x equal to step x. It is very familiar function, right? From the graph only conclude whether this function is continuous or discontinuous, right? Now, I will draw graph of greatest integer function, right? At x equal to 0, what is output? What is step of 0? Step 0 is 0 only. Greatest integer function or step function? Step x, right? Step 0 is 0 only. What is step of 0.1? If you take x value 0.1, then also output is 0 only. Why? Because step x equal to, when step x value is 0, step x equal to 0 when x value greater than or equal to 0 and less than 1. For all the values less than 1, step x output is 0, means it gives 0 only. Means step of 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3, 0.4 and so on. It gives 0 only. Means you can take any value from this interval. You can take any value in between 0 and 1. Then its output is 0. Then step x equal to 1. When step x value means when step x output is 1. When x value including 1 and less than 2 means up to 1.999 step x output is 1 only, right? Then step x equal to, when step x value 2, you can take any value more than or equal to 2 and less than 3 and so on, and step x equal to 3 less than 4, step x equal to 4 less than 5 and so on, in this way and so on. I will write when step x value 3, can you tell me, can you, when step x equal to 3, for those values of x step x is 3, when step x value 3, step x value 3 only when x value is either 3 or more than 3, right? Up to 4 means up to 3.999 not equal to 4, step x equal to 3. Similarly for negative values also, what is step x? Step x equal to minus 1, when step x value minus 1, more than or equal to minus 1 and less than 0. Step of minus 1 is minus 1, step of minus 0.5 is minus 1, right? Step of minus 0.5 is minus 1 up to minus 0.999 it is minus 1. Then when step x value is minus 2, step x equal to minus 2, x value including minus 2 and excluding minus 1, and step x equal to minus 3 including minus 3 and excluding minus 2 and so on and so on. This thing already you know, right, about step x. Now I will draw graph of greatest integer function, right? X value, suppose here 1, here 2, 3, 4 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? Next, when x value exactly 1, output is 1, not 0. If you put x value 1, then output is 1. Up to 0.999, its output is 0, but exactly 1, output is 1 only. Step 1 is 1. So closed ball. This closed ball indicates including end point. Up to 1.1, if you put x value 1.1, then output is 1.2, 1.3, 1.4 and so on. Up to 2, output is 1 only. If you put x value exactly 2, then output is 2, not 1. And so on. X value closed, open, closed, open, closed. And remember, and already you know, left hand points are closed balls and right hand points are open balls. Means at 2, look at 2, this number 2. At 2, there is a gap. At 2, when x is 2, there is a gap. At this point, there is a gap. At 3 also, there is a gap. At 1, there is a gap. At minus 1, also gap. There is a gap. Here also gap is there. Means this function is continuous. Is there gap? Yes, there is a gap at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Similarly, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. This means this function is not continuous. There is no gap in between the curve, then only continuous. Is there any gap? Then it is discontinuous. Means not continuous. Not continuous and discontinuous, both are one and the same, right? Means this function is clearly from the graph only you conclude this function is discontinuous, means greatest integer function is discontinuous, right? From the graph only you conclude. From the graph we conclude this function is discontinuous, right? Because there is a gap here, gap is there, gap is there, gap is there, gap, gap, gap. Gap or a hole means discontinuous. This function, where this function is discontinuous, at what point this function is discontinuous? At 1 it is discontinuous because there is a gap, at 2 also gap, at 3 also gap, 4 gap, 5 gap and so on. Means this greatest integer function is discontinuous at all integers, right? Because at 2 only gap, 3 is an integer, 4 is an integer, 5, 6, 7 and so on, negative numbers minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 and so on. Means this greatest integer function is discontinuous at all integers. Then what about non-integers? At 1.2, at x equal to 1.2, whether greatest integer function is continuous or discontinuous. Just look at 1.2. 1.2 means here 1.2 is there. At 1.2 is there hole or gap? No. At 1.2 it is continuous only. At 1.3 also it is continuous. 1.4, 1.5. At x equal to 1.2, clearly dark line is there. Means there is no gap. Means this is continuous. Means from this graph we conclude greatest integer function is discontinuous at all integers but continuous for all non-integers. Means for all non-integers greatest integer function is continuous. For all the integers greatest integer function is discontinuous. Discontinuous means not continuous. It is graphically. Graphical meaning of continuous and discontinuous. There is a gap or a hole, then it is not continuous. There is no gap in between the curve, entire curve, or throughout the curve there is no gap, then we can say that it is continuous. Is there gap? Then it is discontinuous. It is graphically. But we are unable to draw all the graphs, right? In all the cases we are unable to draw the graph of the functions, right? In all the cases. For some standard functions we can draw the graph, but for all the functions, means for product and quotient and algebra, drawing graph of algebra of the functions is very difficult, right? For that reason we have one more definition for continuity. Algebraic definition. Without drawing graph of the function, we conclude function is whether continuous or discontinuous at a point. Without drawing a graph or without knowing any graph of the function, we can conclude whether function is continuous at a given point or not. A function f of x, very important definition, right? A function f of x is said to be continuous at x equal to a be any real number, right? A function f of x is said to be continuous at x equal to a if, what is necessary condition? If there are 4 conditions to say function is continuous or discontinuous. If a function f of x is said to be continuous at x equal to a if f of a defined, f of a defined means f of a should gives finite value. F of a should be finite, or f of x exists at x equal to a, both are one and the same. And second condition, LHL exists. LHL means left hand limit exist. Exist means it gives finite value, not exist means infinite value. Left hand limit exist means left hand limit should be finite. Third condition, right hand limit should be exist. Exist means it's also a finite value. First condition, a function f of x is said to be continuous at x equal to a if f of a defined means f of x exists at x equal to a. And remember, exist means it gives finite value. And fourth condition, left hand limit equal to right hand limit equal to f of a. If f of a defined means f of a exists, left hand limit exists, right hand limit, and all these three values should be equal. Left hand limit equal to right hand limit equal to functional value. If all are exist and equal, then only continuous. If all are exist, left hand limit, right hand limit and functional values, if all are exist and equal, then we can say that function is continuous. Functional value defined, left hand limit exists, right hand limit exists, and all are equal. A function f of x is said to be continuous at x equal to a if left hand limit, right hand limit and functional values are exist and equal. Exist means finite value. If these three are exist and equal, then only function is continuous at x equal to a. If any one of them is not exist, for example, left hand limit not exist, remaining all are exist, then also not continuous, then also discontinuous. If all are exist and equal, then only function is continuous, otherwise discontinuous, means not continuous. For example, if you evaluate left hand limit equal to 2 and right hand limit equal to 3 and f of 2 is equal to 3, is this function is continuous? No, because all are finite values. Left hand limit gives finite value, right hand limit gives finite value, and functional value also finite value, but all are not equal. So this function means in generally f of x, this function is not continuous at x equal to 2, because left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit is not equal to functional value. All are equal. These three values are equal and exist, then only function is continuous. In this case, all are exist but unequal. All are exist and equal, then only function is continuous. In this case, left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit is not equal to functional value f of 2. So this function is not continuous at x equal to 2. If all are exist and equal, then function is continuous, otherwise not continuous or discontinuous, right? Limit is equal to LHL equal to some infinity, right hand limit is equal to right hand limit equal to infinity, and some value f of a equal to infinity. Now tell me whether this function is continuous or discontinuous. In general function f of x, tell me this function is continuous at x equal to a or not. Is it continuous function? Clearly left hand limit is equal to right hand limit equal to functional value. Is it continuous function? No, because definition is all are exist and equal. All should be exist means all should be finite. All are exist and equal, then only continuous. Here all are equal but they are not exist. This function is not continuous. These three values should be finite and equal, then only function is continuous. Just remember this definition, it is very important. With this, I will conclude today's class. In the next class, we will discuss few more concepts on continuity and differentiability. Thank you.